I wanted to seem more modern, so I put on a hat and a jacket in moderately warm weather, made sure my hair was relatively in my eyes, so maybe people would listen. There is a rude awakening. It's it, it's categorized however you want it, but what's going to happen is going to be detrimental to to what seems like a third of the population. If you look on Twitter, it makes it seem bigger. You look anywhere else, and it's like onesie twosies maybe. It depends on the liberal area you are in. And now, what's been spouted on the internet is, I see California tags all the time. I see just people traveling, Illinois, people moving around, no, move here, move up. Yep. This is really what's happening. There's people that are going to try to come and then change what your base is. We're going to add division to it. Why? Because what we've already changed, how many ever states? I've read some stuff that's been contradicted, and so that's the reason I don't really post some stuff, is because it's all up for decision until it happens. And that's the reason social media, that's the reason Google and these shitty phones are fucking doing what they're doing. Like, does nobody else see this? Everyone should go to whitehouse.gov and comment to the president. But let me tell you this, if you have a fucking Gmail, it won't let you do it because they're bigots. They're bigots. And you can't prove me wrong. You can. Because you can do is spout opinion. And that's what gets me, is there's so many people spouting opinion. Don't let the facts blind you. And it's like, blind me of what? Of the other facts that so many people in modern history gave their lives for fucks to give it back? Are you kidding me? Listen. People like to clap to get attention. I see lots of crazy shit. I see lots of like, please act like some people have some damn sense. Because some people don't, but you know what? I can't fucking do that though. Some people don't, but you know what? For the most part, a ton of people exactly know what's going on. They exactly see what's going on. And I have talked to some people, and I feel graced by God. I feel graced by God in so many ways. So many ways. I have been touched by the Heavenly Spirit, and I've never heard His words, but I interpret words. And if you don't, that's fine. But, and I'd say that in a very liberal fashion, but I met some people right here in Indiana that came from Washington State, and she had lovingly had a child that had worked as a lawyer and had talked to Kaepernick and said that he was a fucking puss, just like everybody thought. I'm gonna get what I want. You can't tell me what I'm gonna do. You sound like your mama. But sadly, he don't. That's what's so bad. And I get where a lot of people are coming from, because I grew up in a spot where there is a lot of people that's just like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna fight you. And they will. And that's the big thing, is these, and I'm not even considering the black people that were raised by their parents. I'm considering the people that don't think for themselves. Why would you ever allow anyone to dictate what you're doing? I've sadly have had more arguments with family, more arguments with stuff that's like, you shouldn't do that. It's like, I'm not going to criticize what we should and shouldn't do. You know what? If I leave bruises on my child, call fucking CPS. But I don't. And it's not because I feed my child real food. I'm not, because we have to deal with a whole nother imbalance. Because either you're fucking retarded because you eat rocks or whatever is put in all this crap that's in, chemically laced nothings. Let's make them fat and stupid and weak. Let's make them not be able to do anything. Let's let them hear the gun for the first time. Let's let people have never been in the kitchen. Ocasio-Cortez. If everybody's like, she's never had one. No, this bitch ain't never been in the kitchen. That's what she's saying, and she had the thing in the video chopping shit up. It's like, I get it, compost. You should, but guess what? I got a garbage disposal. I put the motherfucker in. And I come from the South. We threw that shit out to the dogs. Y'all are crazy. This is what is killing me. Because you know what? If the dogs don't eat it, the fucking birds will. I am so fed up to a point that I have talked to so many people. I have, not even in bad ways, because what's bad is whenever I do shit like this, I just get like, I feel like I'm going to yell out Kamehameha any motherfucking time, but I'm not. Please. We have been lied to and deceived, and those people that have deceived us are the ones I'm talking to. The people that are allowing this service, this what the fuck ever, not public forum. Public forums don't get censored unless you hurt people. Oh, guess what? You're hurting people. You can say whatever in a public forum. And if the cop comes up and says, why'd you hit that dude? He says, well, he dropped an N-bomb on me. He said whatever. You come up to me, say something about my mom. I'm liable to fucking square elbow you in the face. All right? And that's just because I get emotional about shit like that. And you want to be emotional about, you can call them sis, and you can call them this, and you can call them that. Like, all right, whatever. Whatever. It's dudes and chicks. Dudes and chicks, because that's what I see. I don't fucking get care to know most people. I don't care to interact with 80% of the population, because even though it seems like a third are the tainted morons, there's 3/5 that are just absolutely ridiculous, that are so intertwined. Everybody's like, oh, the flat earth. It's like, I get both sides of it, but I also think I found out the whole purpose of it. Like, they think there's a fucking hole that you're going to jump into, and you're going to go to the undersurface of the flat plane. Like, there was a firmament mentioned in the Bible. What if all this is true? What if we're all in a big delusion? I want everyone to know, regardless, delusion or not, if you're putting the garbage in your body, if you're putting this in your children's body, if you don't understand what halogens are, if you don't understand that everything's naturally occurring, unless, like, isn't, which is very, very, write what isn't naturally occurring. The bullshit they're doing in Switzerland or wherever the fuck that hydrogen collider is, and they're doing all this because those elements are naturally occurring. All the shit you're doing, you put it together, and it all occurred in the natural form that it should have. That's just it. I will not allow these semantics. I lived for a portion of my life where I felt like not talked down to, talked around to. You had to catch those words. You had to understand what was being said to get it. And I understand a lot of stuff. It seems like I'm one of the few people that I'm able to listen to a conversation and can interpret that conversation 4 ways. Thanks, Army. Thanks. I've had so many people come up. It's like, oh, well, I interpret this section of this like this. So, and I'm like, that changed the whole fucking thing. There's going to be like 40 Democrats running in the next month. There's going to be like 15 Republicans running. You're going to have to submit taxes forever. You're going to be like, gotta do this, 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 gotta do this. And if we're going to be so PC moronic, guess what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to start a new country. Because what's happening when you have places like Portland, you don't want people like me. Because you're going to come up with bear mace thinking you spray me, and I'm going to take that can from you, and I'm going to spray every motherfucker in your area. All right? And what's about to happen, summer's about to kick in. And you got people like me that's just been writing down names of spots that I want to go eat at. I love to eat, and I love to cook, people. You got to understand, that's the essence of life, right? What you put in your belly. What you put in your belly affects your brain. And what affects your brain goes through your brain. Like, it's not fucking science. It's common logic, morons. Have a great day. Be blessed.